As a young kid, I remember seeing my grandpa and my dad come into our tent for a long day of ice fishing. I noticed that their nostrils were growing icicles and that their faces were red from the cold temperatures and high winds. Sometimes they would have fish to clean and freeze for our lunch and dinner, and I remember other times they would happily tell me they had been skunked. While a lot of people would think they were crazy to give up the warm and comfort of the cabin to ice fish, I knew at the young age of 4, ice fishing would be a passion and sport I would love. I like ice fishing. I like to ice fish because it offers people an opportunity to get outside in the winter time. Ice fishing also gives you time with friends and family. It is an inexpensive way to have fun, and if you are lucky, you get dinner out of it. I like to ice fish because it gets me outside in the cold winter months. Starting in early December, I am consistently checking the weather forecast. I hope for long spells of below zero weather and long winds and low winds in anticipation for the annual ice fishing season to begin. I know ice fishing seems like a lot of effort, but once you are out on the lake, observing the snowflakes sparkle and fly across the frozen tundra, you will understand. Breathing the fresh air, mingling with friends, listening to music, and sipping on warm drinks makes a little bit of the work worthwhile. Just remember to dress appropriately and it will be worth it. When I was younger, ice fishing was always a family event. We had an ice shack on the lake at my dad's parents' cabin an hour outside the Twin Cities. I would fish with my dad, grandpa, cousins, and sister. The time I spent ice fishing as a child helped me create the great friendships I have with my 2 cousins, Mitch and Sam. To this day, we still fish, ice fish, hunt, and travel together. When I got old enough to drive, I began to ice fish with my friends. A lot of my memories will be the time spent ice fishing with my friends and family. Ice fishing can be a relatively inexpensive sport, and if you get lucky, you can bring dinner home for your family. Ice fishing rods are generally inexpensive and fishing lures are fairly cheap also. If you really want to try it for cheap, you can probably find someone to borrow your equipment. Just find the ice bucket to sit on, warm clothes, an ice auger to drill a hole, and you will be ready for a great day on the ice. If you can't find an auger, you can always use an axe to chop a hole in the ice. Hopefully you will score dinner for the family. I like to ice fish. It brings me together with the friends and family, it gets me outside, and it is a relatively inexpensive sport, which has the potential of scoring the family a tasty dinner. So give it a try. You will not regret it.